Thank you, Senator. We are so fortunate here in New York to have you representing us in Washington, being that loud voice on behalf of the people that you care so deeply about, our seniors in particular, but also, as you mentioned, there's children affected and families. And if there's one thing you could always count on as an American your entire life is that what you started paying in for Social Security with your first teenage job and over a lifetime would be there when you need it. And now that promise has all been jeopardized because of Donald Trump's administration and Elon Musk. Now, I'm going to just quote someone who once spent a lot of time in the city. He was our former governor, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. When he became president and saw the crisis that unfolded over this country known as the Great Depression, it started when he was actually governor. Back in 1935, he saw that there was a path forward to help regain the stability, give people that surety that they would never slip into poverty again. He unfolded the Social Security program. And what he said, we have a moral, legal, and political right to ensure that these payments are always made. He said, he set it up so as a payroll tax. So he said, no damn politician can ever scrap my Social Security program. Now, maybe not a politician, but maybe he didn't count on some billionaire from South Africa who'd be trying to scrap his program. Someone who actually called it a Ponzi scheme. When Americans heard that, chills went down their spines. Like, this man has enormous power for an unelected official, and he's using it to destroy the very fabric of our safety nets, programs like Social Security. So he has caused so much chaos and uncertainty. Just walk into this federal building. You can feel it. It's palpable. The anxiety that the workers here who dedicate their lives to public service, not just here, but all across this country, are under siege. Why? Because they're out there helping the people. That is the whole premise behind becoming a public servant. And those who work for Social Security know that there's people who rely on them, and not everybody knows how to go online and figure it out. I heard some seniors say, my grandkids have to come over to help me do this. That's the reality we're in right now. When phone calls aren't answered, when offices are closed, the offices that have been closed in New York State already, that requires seniors who may not have easy access to get around to go from their community and travel across 5 to 7 different counties. How are they going to get there if they need services in person? You gave out the numbers, nearly 70,000 here in Albany County alone, but I'll tell you, in New York, our priorities are different. We think it's wrong to say seniors and people with disabilities have to travel a great distance to secure their benefits. We say it's wrong to deride Social Security as a Ponzi scheme. And we say it's wrong to jeopardize a safety net that has been there to make sure that our citizens never slip into poverty. So we have leaders fighting for them, our citizens. Senator Gillibrand, we appreciate all her work. But there's also 7 other people in the state who need to hear about this. And those are your Republican members of Congress. They're in the majority. They have the power. If 7 members of the delegation from New York State, starting with Elise Stefanik all the way on down, go into the Speaker's office, demand that there be changes, or you will hold up President Trump's agenda. You have the power. And if you don't use that power, then you are complicit on this attack on the American people. And so, citizens, residents, people we represent, all of our elected officials here, make sure our voices are heard, make sure our seniors' voices are heard, and we have to stop the insanity of this attack on our people. Thank you very much.